Can I just look at myself? Sorry. Ew.
What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Not loud enough. Then it just got loud as shit. Sorry.
It just got loud as shit. Oh my
Loud as
god.
shit. Loud as shit.
Ooh, we're using a different laptop today. What's up with that? You want to talk about it?
Oh, fuck. I just noticed that I'm on manual focus, not autofocus. Give me 1 second.
Sorry, guys. That was probably real disturbing. I didn't mean to be disturbing. Well, maybe I did. Maybe I did mean to be disturbing. I'm gonna fix my hair. Well, we're not good today.
Yeah, it's like it's a little different today. You feel me? Different laptop, different me, different you. Well, first of all, I want to say welcome everybody to another episode from our fucking podcast. This is Gilmar Tobar, sounding sick as shit, and
a cook.
So I think I'm getting over the coronavirus. Let's just start out hot right there. I'd take it right there.
Should we go over all the facts for that, or should we just leave it at that and joke about it?
What do you mean? Like the reason why I think I had it?
Yeah.
All right. So this all goes back to 1994.
January 2019. Actually, wait. December 27th, 2019.
Wow, Anna doesn't know my birthday. So. No, why the 27th?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what day Sarah and Christy went on vacation.
So, not to drop any names, but we just did. Not to name any names. But
not to name any names, Sarah Margaret Cook and Christy Migliacci. I don't know what her middle name is. Does she even have a middle name?
I think it's just like, I don't know. If you don't have a middle name, you're kind of a psychopath. I'm just going to put that out
Hear that,
there.
Christy?
Yeah.
You don't have a middle name, you're a psychopath. And if you're out there and your name is Christy and you don't have a middle name,
it's probably Marie.
No, maybe
I
not.
feel like a lot of a good amount of white girls' middle names is Marie.
Very true. I feel very lucky that my middle name is not Marie.
But
and also that they didn't give me Margaret as my middle name, because that name's not
I'm not a fan of that name. Sorry, all the Margarets out there.
Sorry, Grandma.
Sorry, Anna's grandma. It's just not a fan.
And the shorten, you shorten Robert to like Dick,
You mean Richard?
Yeah.
Richard to Dick. Robert is Bob.
My bad. I don't know why I said that. You shorten Margaret to Marge.
Margarine?
Yeah, I just cringed if you're not watching.
Marge?
Margarine. Marge.
Your parents did a disservice to you.
They didn't do a disservice to me. Oh, I see. You mean in general.
Yeah,
yes.
In general, to all the Margarets out there.
Yes, they did.
But anyway, so let's go back to...
oh, yeah. December
31st. Circa 2019. I hate when people say circa, by the way.
Yeah.
This is a photo of fucking Magic Johnson circa 1982. Just say it, 1982.
Around 1982.
Circa.
In 1982.
Who the fuck are you, the Beatles? You know?
Why would the Beatles say that?
I don't know. I just feel like something the Beatles would say.
Okay. I respect that.
It's a very Beatle thing to say.
I respect that.
Anyway, I cleaned up my office a little bit, so thank you.
We're getting real off topic here, though.
Yeah.
It does look good in here.
I just want to keep the audience on the edge of their seats. Like, oh my God, I just want to fucking know.
Oh my God, just fucking tell us.
All right. No, so what happened was, last week on the podcast Gerard and I did, which by the way, listen to it. It's a great episode. Anna showed up briefly on it, so check it out. It's a good episode in my opinion.
I was there for a minute.
I was saying that I was feeling like shit. You know, it had just hit me out of nowhere. I was just sitting here, felt like shit. And after we wrapped, what did we do afterwards? I don't know, but I had like a sneeze attack. And after that sneeze attack happened, I started to feel even worse. So I was like, fuck, sneezing, getting sick. I'm getting sick. And the whole day, Tuesday, people were telling me, don't get sick. And I kept telling them, not gonna get sick. Healthy as a horse. Also hung like one. Guess what happened?
What is healthy as a horse?
Got sick. I don't know. I thought it was some kind of saying that people said.
Really?
You know? I'm as healthy as a horse.
I don't know. I don't think I've heard it. I've heard hung like a horse.
Yeah, you fucking know me, dog. Damn, I have my fucking monstrosity of a laptop right now.
What if my parents watch this and then they have to listen to you make jokes about being hung like a horse?
I might get an extra dap up next time I see them.
I don't think that's what's gonna happen.
That
They don't
might
even know
happen.
what a dap up is. They
gonna dap me up.
They literally have no idea what that means. Like if I asked my mom right now, she wouldn't even know. Healthy like a horse. Why is that a phrase?
Let's see. You're as healthy as a horse. You're strong and in very good health
I
condition.
feel like not all horses are in good health conditions. So I don't know where that came from. And that's a topic for another day, though.
Our horse is healthy, but in reality, horses don't have very many health problems. Really, the chances of your horse having a serious health problem aren't very good, especially if he's in the prime of life, just like you.
Interesting.
So you see, your horse is naturally pretty healthy.
So I guess they are healthier.
Yes.
Interesting.
For the most part, horses
I mean, I don't know why I thought that I knew everything about horses. I don't. So yeah.
Yeah, same. Like I just remember hearing that a couple times, and I was like, oh, I guess.
So you were feeling sick, though.
So I was feeling like shit, right? And then come Wednesday, I woke up, and I was like, "There's no way I'm going to work today."
Yeah.
Like, there's no fucking way. But I went to work, and then I got someone to cover me at night because I usually work like 11 hours on Wednesday, and then Tuesday, I was like, you know what? Let's ride it out. Let's see. I mean, Thursday. I was like, maybe Thursday I'll feel better. Thursday all day, I felt like I had a fever. I tried to edit the podcast. That's why it came out a little later. Well, the video podcast. I just couldn't do it. I sat there for maybe 30 minutes trying to do it, and I ended up in a fetal position, just curling up in the bed that's in the office. And I was just laying there for maybe an hour or two, and I kind of took a small nap because I felt like fucking trash. Like I was human garbage. I was drinking water. I was doing everything I could. I was eating.
Yeah.
And I just felt like drained.
It just wasn't working.
Couldn't do anything. And then later on, obviously I edited the podcast. I put it out. Hopefully everyone saw it. And then at night I forgot what the fuck I took at night. Or you came home from school and then you gave me some stuff and I felt a little better.
Oh yeah, I brought home like Motrin and Dayquil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were
fucked.
fucked up. Yeah.
I was so fucked.
Yeah.
And then Friday I woke up and I was like, all right, there's no way I'm going to work today. Friday is when I work my 13-hour shift, and I was like, I'm not going to work today, no fucking way. So then I went to the doctor, and by the way, not gonna name any names for this doctor, but I might change my doctor because
trash.
Yeah,
sorry, that was mean, but
that was a little mean. But I mean, she started asking me questions on how I was like, you know what, she was like taking me back to what happened, and I was explaining to her what happened, and then at some point I was just letting her know that I was eating the right things and I was like keeping hydrated, but I still wasn't feeling well. And then she stopped me. She said, I didn't ask you what you ate. I asked you how you feel. Now you're confusing me. Yeah. Now let me know how you feel. And I was like, bitch, at this point I feel like you need to shut the fuck up. Yeah,
she was being
let me explain myself.
Being very rude and like
very pushy,
and also she was like, you're confusing me. Like, I'm confused. Like, I don't even understand why she needed to ask so many questions. Like, she literally just I could go on for hours about how I don't like her. Also, meanwhile, I'm behind her going like,
yeah, because she was saying some shit. She said, have you eaten any Chinese food lately?
Oh my God.
And I was like, no. She was like, you should stay away from the Chinese food and maybe some Chinese people. And I was like, I don't think that's how that works. Yeah. I was like, I don't think that has anything to do with the virus going around. She's like, yeah. She like laughed it off. But it's like, nah. It's
not actually really like funny.
Like, I can't believe you said that as a joke. Like, I don't know. Sure, I've heard a lot of funny coronavirus jokes. Yeah. Like a lot of punny ones too. But she didn't seem like she was joking. Yeah, no, she was being like serious about it. Until I kind of like said something, like, I don't know if I called her out really, but I was just like, I think you kind of did.
You were like, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Yeah, and she was like, ha, like she tried to laugh it off like if she was joking, but nah, you was being serious.
Yeah, no, you said that. Yeah.
But maybe she was being pushy because there's a ton of people out in the waiting room. Like there's a lot of people waiting for her. But even then, like you're a doctor, fucking have patience,
Yes.
So,
and then she prescribed you. She didn't know what it was. She didn't test you for anything. She didn't test you to see what it was,
she only like checked my breathing.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah. And then she just prescribed you like antibiotics and like some flu medication to cover all her bases. Yeah, and something else too
for my cough. She said,
which is ridiculous because first of all, you're prescribing unnecessary antibiotics which is bad because your body builds up a resistance. And then when you actually need antibiotics, you won't be able to use them. So it's very important that you don't take antibiotics when you don't need them.
Mm-hmm.
And second of all, she didn't test you. She didn't even test to see if you had the flu or anything. And right now it seems super important. Even if you, maybe you can't test somebody to say, like maybe you don't have access to a coronavirus test. Like, you know, we're having issues with that. But you know how to test for the flu if you're a normal doctor.
Yeah.
So you should be doing some sort of test at least to rule that out. You know, like one of our coworkers, his name is Nick. He recently was sick too. Or maybe it was Liam. I made a joke though, and he said, no, I actually went to the doctor and they identified it as flu B. Like they did like a test, you know, they tested him. She was like, I don't know what it is, so here's some medication. And
she said I had a throat infection. That's all she said. Because I didn't have a fever. Like my temperature was normal.
She didn't say you had a throat infection. She said your throat looks infected.
Oh yeah, she did say that. She said your throat looks infected.
Big difference, I feel like.
So she was like, if you don't feel better by like Monday or something, come back, call me, or go to the hospital. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, how's that supposed to make me feel any better? Like, do I have this shit or not? Because I have to be around people. Like, I have to go to work.
Yeah.
I had a job to do on Saturday, and she just said, just don't go back to work until Monday. She was like, whatever you do, don't go back to work Monday. And I was like, all right. I mean, I felt like I was misdiagnosed. I was like, dude, I definitely have something, and I explained to her why I think I had it. Because Anna's sister recently traveled to Italy, and the day she returned, there was like reports that there was an outbreak in Italy in the airport too.
So one person that traveled through the airport that she traveled through around the same time was the person who brought it to Italy.
Mm-hmm.
So the day that Sarah got back, there were all these headlines that Italy is in a state of emergency because somebody brought the coronavirus in. Now it's like one of the most infected countries. It's like a hot spot.
Mm-hmm.
So Sarah and Christy never got tested.
Yeah.
But, you know, everybody's getting sick. And, I mean, should we be outing ourselves like this? Oh, my God, is the CDC going to come after us? Like, are we going to...
I don't know, dude. Like, the thing is...
Are we starting the pandemic?
I'm good now. I mean, I still sound congested, but I'm not coughing. I don't have any shortness of breath. I don't have fevers. Like, none of that. Like, I'm fine.
You did have a fever.
I did have a fever, but I don't have it now.
Yeah.
So I'm saying.
True.
So it's like I'm fine now. Like I was around my family members and stuff. I didn't want to touch them. I told them like, don't touch me. Like I was constantly washing my hands. I didn't touch anybody. But a lot of my uncles were like, nah, I don't fucking care. Let you go ahead. I'm like, nah, bro, you don't get it. Like I might have something. I don't know.
And especially like for your uncles, it's like important for them to be concerned about it because that's like one of the target age groups is like, you know, older people.
Yeah.
It's not even really like younger kids. Something to do with the way that babies' immune systems work. There's like they fight off infections in a different way than when you do when you're older.
Mm-hmm.
So kids, like if you're young, if you're like a little baby or toddler or something, normally diseases like this would affect them as well as elderly people. But it's only really affecting elderly people. It's not really hurting kids. So they need to be particularly concerned.
Yeah, so I was definitely concerned for my uncles and parents and stuff. But they're like, no, it's fine. But I swear to God, I tried everything I could not to touch them. Anything I touched, I wiped down. Mm-hmm. So I was like being real careful about it. But and then same thing, like on Saturday, I had to go do a photo job. And I didn't touch anyone. This one girl was like, hey, nice to meet you. And then like, you know, she was like, she took her hand out, but I was like, nah, you know, I've just been sick. So I'm gonna like, you know, hit you with an elbow. She's like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't diagnosed with coronavirus, but you know, I definitely think I might have had something that could have gotten to other people, or maybe I might have had it. I don't know. Mm-hmm. So I just didn't touch anyone at that party because I was like, I'm not trying to get anybody sick. I was just taking pictures from afar. So, but that, by the way, that was a lot of fun. Shout out Josue for the hookup. You know, Laura Productions, hit him up. We do everything, dude. Photos, videos, music, and fucking everything. Anything you think of, we fucking do it. Designing for clothes, like shit like that. We do everything. I know that sounds very vague, but We do it all. But that was actually a lot of fun. It was someone's anniversary. And it was so much fun that people were getting lit. They had a lot of great music playing. It was a good time. At first I was nervous because the way I am, I think I have some form of social anxiety, but I was real nervous to take photos of people. I thought people didn't want me there. It was just so weird. It was a weird vibe. But after a while, I just started getting used to it. And then, people started dancing, drinking. Everyone started having fun. I started having fun with them. And it was just a good time. But, so yeah, I went to take a photo. I went to take photos for that. And then I went home, fucking bought some McDonald's because I was like, man, I fucking deserve McDonald's. I haven't McDonald's in a while. It wasn't that good. I think mainly because I couldn't really taste anything. So all the fries I ate tasted like cardboard.
It's crazy because when I walked in the room, it smelled like McDonald's. Like it's like the fast food has such a aroma.
Distinct smell. Yeah, right. Yeah. Like you've driven the one by Trenton High. Have you driven by it? And
then your car
smells like
fast food.
What the fuck are they spraying fast food spray?
I think they pump it out of the vents to get you to want to come there.
That's probably what it is. That's ridiculous.
Wait, can we go back to the coronavirus for 5 seconds? Mm-hmm. So I just looked up. There's like a website that has like a USA like count of how many cases. Remember how like a week or two ago there were like 5 cases and we were like
yeah.
Yeah, so now it's there's 175 in California. There's 173 in New York. There's 15 in New Jersey. One death in New Jersey.
One person died in New Jersey?
Yeah. There's 11 in Pennsylvania. And these are only people who have been tested. Imagine all the people who have not been tested. In Texas, there's 26. Pennsylvania, 11. Oregon, there's 14. Yeah, so it's starting. Massachusetts, 41. It's really starting to spread. It's kind of crazy, actually. Because, like, literally just, like, 2 weeks ago, we were like, it's not that serious. There's only, like, 5 cases. And, like, everybody's like, and now all of a sudden, there's, like, 173 cases in New York. But I'm sorry, that's a huge jump. Mm-hmm. There was one guy, like, 2 weeks ago, remember? And it was, like, he was, like, in quarantine. And because he had recently traveled to somewhere, I don't even know where. And we were like, oh my God, it's in New York. And now there's 173 cases in New York.
Jeez.
Yeah, and there's 15 in New Jersey. 2 weeks ago, there were none in New Jersey. And now there's 15 cases. Plus us and all our friends. Just kidding.
Yo, that's like, imagine how many people haven't even gone to get checked. There's probably more cases that we don't know of.
Because imagine Sarah and Christy really did bring back the coronavirus. And we got it, everybody where we work got it. Like all of our coworkers were sick. Imagine the people that we spread it to through work and through me going to school and the other people that I know that are going to school. You know what I mean?
And I think one of the things that sucks the hardest is that I actually, if I wasn't diagnosed with it, like I actually went to a doctor.
Yeah. You actually tried.
And I wasn't diagnosed with it.
And she was like,
So what if there's also people that have gone to the doctor and they weren't diagnosed with it? Maybe they were misdiagnosed as well. So it's like,
no one's being tested.
Bro, this shit's crazy. Like, I mean, I'm not worried about the coronavirus, just because I feel like, I'm not worried for younger people, just because I think you'll catch it like just like a fucking, like a flu, and then you'll be good. I'm just worried for the much older people. That's
older people.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I'm no way, shape, or form freaking out about this. Just because, like, even if I was to have it, I'd be like, all right, cool. Like, I'll get through it. Mm-hmm. But, I don't know, I feel like some people are making it a bigger deal than it is.
Maybe. I think what the big deal is just like, one, spreading it to people that could die. Mm. It is a higher fatality rate than like the flu, like by a good amount. Like I think the flu is like hold on, I'll look it up.
It's like point something.
It's like 0.1 something.
Yeah, and coronavirus is 2%, right?
It's 2%. And I know that doesn't sound like
ridiculous, but that's
a significant jump. Yeah. I can't find the actual number and I don't feel like really looking for it.
Also, there's like certain stores selling Purell and shit for $50 a little bottle.
That's
Did you
ridiculous.
See that?
I'm sorry. Capitalism is ridiculous.
Because there's a shortage and I'm guessing, or maybe there's not. Maybe they're capitalism. They're just jacking prices up.
They're just like, oh, it's in demand. Time take advantage.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's so fucked.
Speaking of things being fucked, so like, you know, you are paid salary.
Yeah.
And if you're sick and you have to get someone to cover your shift, you don't lose any money.
Correct.
So you're covered.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of people out there that if they don't go into work, they risk being fired or just not making money. Like if I call out of work, I don't make money that day. You know, I lose out on money. So it's interesting because how are people supposed to handle, like, it's interesting that they would expect it to not spread, but that's the setup that we have in America. Like if you can't go into work, you're going to be fired. Like, of course people are going to go into work and that's how it's going to spread, you know?
Right.
Like I can't just not go into work for 2 weeks and quarantine myself.
Yeah, some people can't afford to do that.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to pay rent. I wouldn't be able to live where I live right now. So that's interesting. It's also interesting how a lot of schools are closing right now. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of schools closing down.
Yeah, like
several weeks, right? Sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, several weeks. A lot of universities and colleges are just totally like closing up, sending kids home and stuff. And then there's also like the Trenton high schools, Trenton High School, and I think like the public high schools around us are closing for 2 days. I think Thursday and Friday, and they're gonna like do a deep cleanse of the school basically.
Wow.
And I don't understand how that's really gonna help because they could disinfect the whole school, and then as soon as the kids come back in, one kid has the coronavirus.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's kind of stupid, but whatever. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
But
it's interesting.
Honestly, nothing's made me feel more like I'm in a pandemic than this currently. Mm-hmm. Just because the day that I went to the doctor, I went to a CVS to get my medication, my meds, and then oh, by the way, when I went to go to the doctor, there's usually, you know, that one girl that does like the preliminary checks. Like she checks your blood pressure, your weight, your height, all that bullshit. So then she was like, have you been any smoking or drinking? And I was like, drinking? Nah, not really. She was like, yeah, okay. Any smoking or drinking? And I was like, nah, you know, occasionally, you know, just drink. She was like, are you smoking? I was like, what do you mean, like cigarettes? Nah, I don't smoke cigarettes. She was like, okay, but are you smoking anything? And I was like, damn, this girl really want to know about burning that, dog?
Yeah,
like,
that's
trying to smoke
annoying.
up, dog? And I was like, I mean, marijuana. I mean, like, occasionally, not really.
She's like, all right, you want to go El for El?
Yeah, right? You want to take these L's to the face? I actually kind of rolled up. Got these
She's
pearls.
like, you're like, nah, I don't smoke. She's like, really? Well, I have a joint right here. Do you want it? Because
like,
I was going to ask you to smoke, so.
And I'm like,
I get.
Psych, you fucking failed. You have the coronavirus. I'm like, huh?
She's like, you smoke or drink? You're like, no. She's like, pussy. You're like, what?
Like smoke or drink? Like, no, I don't.
And then me and her dap up.
No, wait, under gender, she's female.
Ooh, little sexist joke there.
Yeah, get fucking burnt, dog.
No, under gender, she just writes pussy.
Yo, she was really trying to fucking flame me up because I don't smoke. Fucking nerd.
Fucking loser.
Height, short.
Doesn't have any friends.
Height,
short.
Weight, fat.
Short.
Gender, pussy.
Fat. Pussy.
And reasons why doesn't smoke.
Doesn't burn.
Doesn't burn. Like burn. Bro, I fucking burn, dog. The fuck. But anyway. So I went into taking my medication and everyone there was wearing fucking gloves and you just see this one person just walk around the entire store just wiping it down with disinfectant wipes. And I'm like, yo, this looks fucking crazy. Like everyone's got gloves on, they're wiping shit down. Like
I heard actually that like hand sanitizer and disinfectant doesn't work as well against the coronavirus. Like you have to like
really lather in.
Yeah. I think something about like the what am I trying, like friction or something. Like apparently the way that it works is it's just like if you just what am I saying? If you just sanitize your hands, like you're just pushing it around.
Ew.
Something like that. Yeah, like you're not actually like getting rid of it.
I don't like
I don't even know. I
don't like the idea of pushing around bacteria on your hand.
Yeah. It comes from your nose, so like if you start getting sick and you touching your nose all the time.
Yeah.
That's how you spread it, because you touch your nose and then you Look, I just got all these services. The coronavirus.
Damn, not my entire office is coronavirus.
Everybody got the corona.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of afraid I haven't seen Gerardo since, and like he hasn't gotten sick, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
So I think I'm gonna wait until like I'm all good to go. Does that mean we have to wipe down everything here? I mean, like then again, I don't fucking know if I have this shit or not. But
we shouldn't have to, because once we have it and then we're done having it, I'm pretty sure it should like dissipate. In like 2 weeks it should die basically. Yeah. Like okay. Oh god, we probably sound so stupid.
Yeah, right.
My mom's probably watching this. She's a microbiology teacher for some reference. She's like, idiot, stupid.
It just doesn't fucking die.
This is my mom's time to shine, because let me tell you, she loves diseases. I don't know why. She reads all kinds of books about like different diseases and when they spread. Like she knows all about the plague. She knows all about anthrax and like all of those different things. So she's like so stoked right now, kind of. She's like so excited something's like really going around.
Yeah, you at some point were like a little bit into it too.
I was too for a little bit, and then I went down the physics path. But I mean, it's really fascinating, and this is so fun because, you know, when like Ebola and stuff happened, you know, it didn't really like spread to the extent that this is spreading. And while maybe the coronavirus is not as serious as some diseases, a little bit more serious than the flu, not as serious as others, it's just like exciting for something so big to happen to us, you know, and this will probably be talked about for years after.
The coronavirus?
Yeah, like, yeah, you know, definitely. Our kids will be like, oh shit, like you were like what, 24 when the coronavirus like went around first?
Oh yes, I remember I was infected by my nurse didn't
There's
tell
a couple,
me.
Well, I don't.
My doctor misdiagnosed me, I almost died. But really, I didn't know. Yeah.
It was horrible. I was in bed for 14 days. I'm behind you like, not true.
Yes, I was. Don't listen to your grandmother.
He was in bed witch. For 3 hours.
She's a fucking
Shut the
witch.
Fuck up, Tony.
Yo,
your name's Tony now.
Come on, Tom. If you ever got old, how would you talk? Would you want to sound like an old person or not?
No.
Do you think old people do it for shits and gigs? They just sound old to sound old?
No, I think they're too tired to do that.
Really?
Yeah, I think their windpipes are dry.
I feel like
dry and old.
I feel like at some point, some old people would just say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna indulge in this character."
When I'm old, I'm gonna be like really like hip, but not for that time. Does that make sense? Like I'm gonna be like, "Hey kids," you know, and they're gonna be like, Grandma,
it's that the whip back from 2019.
Grandma, it's 2073. We don't do that now.
Now we hoverboard and then like they just like float up and shit.
Now we float and then she just like levitates away.
Now we just generate arms.
And I'm like, wow, well, now I just dab. And they're like, oh my God.
What if their language is going to be just so short?
It's going to be interesting to see how memes develop.
That will be interesting. Yeah. I wonder what kind of memes it will be.
I wonder if because of the internet and because of like the way that we are on the internet, like, are we going to be more up to date on trends than our parents were?
I don't think so, because even now I'm not really up to date with certain trends.
I feel like I am.
There's a couple, because you have TikTok. There's a couple things that I see and sometimes I'm like, I don't really get it. I mean, I look at comments and then the comments explain it. Thank God for that. But fucking old ass me.
But you have the comments and the internet, so you can just look up like my parents don't use the internet the way that we do because they didn't grow up with it. They don't understand the humor, but like, will the humor develop in a different way where there's like platforms that we won't understand how to use, or because we grew up with the internet, will we be able to adapt maybe at least a little bit more? You're
right. I think we will be able to adapt. I feel that just the fact that we've messed around with computers and UI and shit, we're able to figure out things on our own in terms of technology really well.
Yeah, I agree.
For example, have you ever used an app, but you've never used it before? You've never seen how it's used, and then you pick it up right away?
Yeah.
Like, that shit's insane to me.
Or like with like video games, you
figure it out.
You got to figure out the controls, but like, like that Twitter video of the boxing match when it's like when you and your friends are trying to figure out the
yeah,
controls.
yeah.
They're just like jumping around.
I'm just talking about the Adesanya and Yo Romero fight.
But you know how, and there's also like a basic, like especially with video games, there's like a basic like way that games usually work, you know. And also it's interesting how meme humor works because like my mom doesn't find that stuff funny. Like you try to explain it to my mom and she's like, I don't get it. Like she just doesn't get it. It's just, I don't know. It's just so weird. But I wonder what kind of jokes my mom told that like my grandparents won't get, you know? Or,
yeah, right.
but then again, my grandparents didn't have the internet and my parents only had the internet in their like 40s, 30s, 40s.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It was like fairly new. That's when they were like, wow, I can use a computer instead of grabbing a fucking thesaurus or a dictionary.
I wonder if like Twitter and TikTok are going to remain big or if other apps that we'll have to like use will take over. Like will some other type of platform emerge that will make Twitter and TikTok like less important so that when we're older, we're on Twitter and TikTok, but then all the young kids are doing this new platform that we don't understand. I mean, look at TikTok. That already kind of happened.
Yeah, but I feel that I feel that just like Twitter and Facebook will always be king. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram will always be king. Because
True.
even with TikTok, I see TikToks from Twitter because they get uploaded to Twitter.
That's true.
So I feel that TikTok it will probably be bought out by Facebook. Who knows?
Yeah, probably.
But for the time being, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, untouchable. That's never going. And YouTube. Those four platforms right there are never going away, in my opinion.
Why do you think this is a little bit of a branch off of what you're saying? But why do you think that TikTok has seen so much long-lasting success in comparison to its, Vine?
I think it has the money because it's owned by China.
Is it?
Yeah. That's why I'm kind of don't want to get TikTok just because
you get the coronavirus.
My phone's gonna get coronavirus. No, it's just like the fact that it's owned by China is a little sketch to me because China controls a lot of shit. So I don't know. To me, it's a little sketch. That's why I haven't downloaded TikTok. But it's just such a big app, and it has a whole country behind it and a ton of money. So I don't think TikTok will go away.
And I think that the 6 second of Vine, while it created a beautiful platform while it existed and was so fun, I think they need a little bit of leeway with the amount of time that's on the videos. Like there's for TikTok, when you're recording a video, I know that you get different time options that you can choose. You can choose to do this amount of seconds or this amount of seconds. I think that allows for more like a diverse array of different
like videos and
different
memes.
Types of videos and memes and shit. Like you can do different things with more time. And I think it's interesting. It's like a new way of like expressing like memes for like people. Like, before memes were just pictures or video clips, like little ones. And like, like just funny tweets, but now we have like a platform where you just exclusively upload like videos, which I don't know. I just think it's cool. I like how trends work on TikTok. Oh, that was the other thing. Vine didn't have so the way that it works and it developed from Musical.ly is that you can one of the big things is the way that the trends work. So you can somebody records a TikTok where they say fuck you, pussy, and then you can use that sound with yourself.
Yeah.
And so there'll be these trends where everybody uses the same thing and makes the same type of joke in the way that a meme works. So I feel like it works exactly like a meme does. How on Twitter someone will take a picture and then it'll just get ran with. There's all these different funny captions for it and scenarios where it's used. And that's exactly how TikTok works. And I think that that's why it works better than Vine. And the other thing is the For You page. Their algorithm is so good. You could just scroll on your For You page. On Vine, I feel like I didn't get a lot of things that were like it would start to recommend things that I would like. But on TikTok, it's so much different. Your For You page, after you scroll a couple times, is literally perfect. Like and it recommends not just like the highest TikToks. You can get anything. There's like a little bit of randomness to it. So you can get, sometimes TikToks will pop up that have 0 views. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is. And sometimes it's like, doesn't make any sense. But so I think that the algorithm and the way that it works. You know what I mean?
It's a great algorithm.
Yeah.
I feel that YouTube needs to adopt that a little bit.
I agree.
Just because YouTube's algorithm, the way it works, it puts obviously the most popular videos up. Mm-hmm. But then there's certain people that do content that's just as good, and not many people hear about it because it's in trend. Yeah. Just because it's not doing like crazy numbers. But for example, I say this all the time with my favorite creators on YouTube are Jay and Trey, and their vlogs are the best fucking vlogs you'll ever see.
So good. But
then you'll have fucking who makes shitty vlogs? Like a vlog couple, like those couple channels that are like fucking like Jess and James or some bullshit. God. And then the shit like that might trend, and there's like pranking my girlfriend vlog, and then the vlog is just them doing nothing the entire time, and then they do one mediocre prank, and then it gets like fucking 1 million views.
That's crazy.
And like dumb shit like that trends, and I'm like,
they should have like a trending page, and then like a For You page, because that's kind of how.
I mean, they do.
They do.
Yeah. When I go on my my YouTube homepage, it usually shows videos that I currently that I watch a lot.
Yeah, same. It's just not as good.
Yeah, I guess. But like in terms of the trending, I think the trending should be a little better in terms of actual good content that they should be showing, because YouTube's just so big. It's hard for having like one person to just choose the videos that they find interesting and then put it out for everyone else.
Well, why can't it just be like the most like on Twitter, like the trends are like, they're like actual trends. Like I don't think someone picks those videos out. True. I think they're like, that's what a trending page should be. Like, what's the top trending videos? Those are the most popular videos, the ones getting the most traction. And then there's separate like pages for like, you know, what's trending in your country, and then also separate pages for like what you subscribe to, and separate for like what you what is recommended to you.
Yeah, I guess in a way you're because you're right, Twitter does a great job of that. I guess YouTube should do it like Twitter. It should be what's trending in terms of your taste, not just what's trending, period. Yeah. Because if it's like what's trending, period, then you're gonna get those fucking blog channels. Like,
you're gonna get weird shit.
Yeah, because people watch all that shit.
So you should have that separate from the actual trending, like trending and then trending for you, or not even trending for you, but like just for you. Yeah. You know, I don't know.
Because it's interesting. Because Twitter does that really well. They like shit trends, but it's shit that you'd be interested in. Like I've never seen something trend on my Twitter, and I'm like, the fuck is this about? Yeah, you know.
So true. Yeah, it's all very relevant. I really like actually looking at like what's trending. I think that's interesting. But also Twitter does have a trending like For You.
Yeah, they do.
Which is really interesting. Wait, I kind of want to look at it. It's like a when you go to For You, and then sometimes I think that it's the trending page, and then I'm like, oh no, this is the trending page. Yeah.
Oh, that was a crazy gasp. What's that about?
Oh my god.
What?
That website that I read from before is wrong.
What?
That there was I said, no, it wasn't. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Don't listen to me. I guess it was kind of wrong. It was a little bit off, but apparently the number of coronavirus cases in the U.S. tops 700.
Wow.
Yeah, I just saw that headline.
We're doing it,
I was
guys.
like, damn, son. And it's trending with hashtag close the schools.
We're doing it, guys. America. It should close the jobs, dude. Come on.
Yeah, well, this is gonna
a day off, dog.
No, I can't afford that. That's gonna, dude. If schools close, people aren't gonna be going out to eat, and my money is gonna tank.
Mine's not.
I know, mine is. Unless restaurants decide to close. That's the worst part of this whole thing. Is literally just how it's gonna affect our economy. It's so annoying.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna affect our economy.
Yeah, it definitely sucks. Sorry if I'm kicking you.
Fine.
My bad.
But I just realized that my shirt's green, so this video's gonna look all fucked.
Oh, the Eagles logo is gonna be all weird.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, how did my jacket turn out?
Not the way. Oh, you didn't watch it?
I listened to it.
Oh, you listened to it, really?
I only listen to our podcast.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you listened to our podcast. I feel like you're lying.
I don't like hearing my voice, to be honest. I don't like watching myself or like listening to myself.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't hate it. I'm not like, but I don't go out and seek it. Usually when the podcast comes out, I like look at the video, I like click through a little bit and I'm like, oh, cool. And then I'm,
I like to watch it just because not only the fact that I edit it, so I have to fucking see it.
That's true.
But I like to see the things I did wrong where I wasn't paying attention, because then I take that into account and I try to better.
Like a learning.
Yeah, I use that to try to better my podcasting skills. Because I remember I was listening to this one episode that you and I did, and you were throwing some really good jokes, and I could have riffed onto that, but for some reason I didn't, and I just started talking about something else. And I'm like, damn, I missed an opportunity right there to make more jokes out of what you were making.
Damn, like what?
And it would have. I forgot what the fuck it was, but I was like, damn, like I missed an opportunity to keep that going and make it funnier, but I just completely just wasn't paying attention. I was like focused on the next thing and not on what we were talking about.
Right.
And I was like, fuck, like I need to listen more. I
do think that the podcasts that we do turn out better when we like start with something and then it just goes off the rails and we start talking. Mm-hmm. I think that that's so much more interesting than us like bumping around on like a topic list. Although it's nice to have that. You're like, yeah. So anyway, let's go to the next. I think it's great to have that, especially because sometimes like when you're talking about something, it might like, you might be like, all right, that's enough of this. Yeah. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I mean, it's a good guideline.
Yeah, it's good to have guidelines, but it is better to like go off of what's going on.
Yeah, like a real conversation,
A real conversation.
Like at the end of the day, we're putting on a show here, but we also need to remind ourselves that it's cool to be real and have a real conversation because people like shit like that.
Looking at myself in this like thing here that we have, which shows we have like Gilmar's phone is sitting here and it shows us what we look like in the camera or what the camera's recording. I keep thinking that my knee is up. Like I have my foot up on the chair and this is like my knee or like my leg.
Of that?
Yeah. And it's not, I'm not sitting like that. Yeah. It keeps, I don't know why I thought that was an interesting thing to say, but I just can't stop looking at it and thinking that.
Yeah, I'll turn it away.
I'm like, wow, my knee is up. Why is that?
My
knee's not up. Oh my God.
Talking about the future and kids and stuff. I don't know if I've said this before, but I think I was talking to Jardo about this.
You ready to have kids? Let's do it.
No. Fucking chill the fuck out.
Sorry. Sometimes I see babies at my job and I'm like, damn, I want to have a baby. And then like the kid starts crying and then I'm like, wait, no, I don't want to have a baby.
No, bro, that comes with so much shit that I am not ready to deal with.
No, let's have a baby right now.
No, dude.
I guess this is a bad time to tell you that I'm pregnant. No, I'm just kidding. That would be so fucked up.
Don't fucking do that. Anyway.
Should we like knock on wood or something?
The entire floor is wood. Nah, you'll be fine, dude. But excuse me, put it on silent. What is that? Is that Sarah?
Sarah. She's asking if we're gonna be hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry right now, actually. I'm fucking starving.
I meant to say yeah, but then I was also saying yes, and I typed YEAS. Yes.
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 Yes, I'm hungry.
Yes.
Yes,
wait,
I am
you
hungry.
were saying something about
like kids. I feel that we're gonna evolve so much, or kids are gonna evolve so much to the point where they're just speaking like aliens. I'm pretty sure I've fucking said this here on the podcast. I might have not.
Wait, what do you mean?
So you know how kids are starting to shorten their speech, like art, or I don't know, like I.
But it's all jokes.
ION. Yeah, but they really talk like that. Kids really talk like that. So imagine like, what if in the future kids are gonna talk even shorten the words even more and more, and they're just gonna sound like aliens.
Well, hey, think about this: Old English and like Shakespearean, like 1800s.
Just be longer, right?
Yeah, we're like shortening. I think we're streamlining it. I don't think it's necessarily getting
mainlining that shit, boy.
Yeah, we're mainlining our language.
Mainline that fucking language into me, dog. I'm fucking ready.
All right, wait. Sorry. Yeah. I think if you really want to go into this conversation about what our kids are going to be like and maybe what our kids' kids or our kids' kids' are going to be like, I think the main thing that's going to be the scariest is genetic modification, gene editing.
Gene mods.
It's going to be fucked up. I think once it starts happening, there's a great video that YouTube channel Kurtziget.
I have no
In a
idea.
nutshell, Kurtziget.
I have no idea.
KUR.
Keep
I'll
saying
look
it.
it up. But anyway, they have this great video on the future of gene editing and gene
you showed it to me.
modification. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely showed it to me. I saw it.
Yeah. And I don't know if I think I just told you about it.
No, you showed it.
We
to
watched
me.
it?
Yeah. Because his shit's like animated, right? They're animated and they're done really well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Did I show you the video on gene editing though?
Yes. You also showed me the video on, he did something with the planets too, I think.
Oh yeah, they do a lot of space videos. I really can't find
Tell Sarah to bring
Oh, there it
McDonald's.
is. It's KURZESAGT. They do like cute animations. The guy has a nice voice. Kurtziget. I don't know how to say it, whatever.
Change it.
And a lot of psychology, like science and stuff, but they're interesting. They're really interesting. Some of they do videos on like the Dyson sphere, what it would entail to have like a base on Mars that humans lived on, like things like that. Very cool. And they did one on gene editing, and it was really interesting to think about because it's going to start as like, okay, your baby has this chromosome problem, like, do you want to fix it? Or like, your baby is prone to these diseases. Like, do you want to stop that? Your baby's going to have muscular dystrophy. We can change that by editing the genes.
But it's going to cost $250,000. You want to do it?
Yeah. Well, it might be expensive at first.
Yeah.
And also, it's going to start like that. And it's going to inevitably progress into like, do you want to edit your kid to be good looking and have like a better metabolism? And it's inevitably going to turn into that. It's not a question of if, it's a question of like when.
Damn,
how far in the future is that going to be?
Everyone's going to look like superhumans.
Yeah, and not everyone, though, because imagine the divide between the wealthy and poor. Poor people are going to wind up being more likely to have diseases and ugly. Ugly, we say that with air quotes because obviously everybody's idea of beauty is different. But yeah, I think that's a whole conversation.
Damn, elitists are gonna be elite. But they're doing that. Even the rich are doing that now. Like a fucking Kylie Jenner.
I mean, yeah,
for example,
there's a lot of it already.
Like that's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, they're doing like low key gene editing.
Yeah, but then, but bitch, when they have sorry, I mean call you bitch, but when they have,
what the fuck did you just say to me?
Because when they have kids, the kids aren't gonna look like that. Obviously, Kylie Jenner's daughter has the lips because of Travis. But
it is interesting. So then what's going to happen when you can have kids that do look like whatever you want them to?
That's going to be ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just texting somebody.
What'd she say? What'd you tell her?
They're going to be on the way soon. But
someone bring food.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but I think they're doing something. I don't know. She didn't really further
That's fucking right.
explain.
Richie knows what I like.
I think the coolest thing though about gene editing is that we'll also be able to eradicate a lot of those diseases that you like can't get rid of, like
cancer,
AIDS, cancers, herpes, all those diseases that like hide in your like spinal cord or they hide in your genes. I'm pretty sure they like go and I don't know.
Like this.
Yeah, they giggle and they rub their hands together like that, and they
have like mustaches like
yeah,
this.
exactly. But once we can edit genes, we those diseases will be eradicated. So it's interesting. We'll also probably be able to expand our lifetime by a while. Some people think I'm really going down the rabbit hole here. Some people think that aging is a disease that we'll be able to cure. So like we'll still be able to die, but we'll probably live much longer lives and we won't be old when we die.
Yeah, aging is kind of a disease. Your body just starts breaking down.
Yeah, and a lot of people think that the cure for aging is not that far off.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm trying to not be old, man. That's what I'm trying to do.
Hell yeah. I don't want to be old. Yeah, I'm already getting crow's feet. I wore these glasses
You're
for
finding me.
Wow, never been so angry at a joke before in my entire life. When Gilmar said that, he looked at my feet. So I just want everybody to know that that's what he did.
Yeah.
And you should be ashamed of yourself. Don't.
Yeah, I'm mad you don't even know the controls, but you know where the boob button is.
Yeah, the boob button. You know I know what that shit is. Boob. I love boobs.
Pissy.
All right, wait. What the fuck was I saying?
No.
Oh, I'm getting crow's feet. You know why? Because I have these glasses. I accidentally got my contact prescription in them instead of my glasses prescription because I ordered them online, and I'm stupid and I didn't realize that those prescriptions are different because contacts are right on your eye, so they have to be lower than your eyeglass prescription. So when I look through those glasses, everything out is a little blurry, which sucks. So during my math classes, I have to squint at the board like a motherfucker. And my teacher, it's so bad that my professor actually joked around that he was going to buy me a new pair of glasses. And
you better tell me to chill the fuck out. Stay the fuck away from my pocket.
All right.
Fuck
You going to buy me new glasses?
I'll suck his ass.
I want it. There's a pair that I want. They're $700. Actually, when I went to the eye doctor today, I found a pair for like $200 that I really want.
Woo, woo, woo. Too much money.
True. But the original pair that I wanted was $700, so. Plus they're nice. And the glasses that I got from online are trash.
Mine have lasted me for a long time.
Like they scratch easy, the lenses pop out. But your lenses aren't as thick as mine. I have to have like the thick, they're like thick boys.
Yeah.
And I even got high index or whatever is supposed to,
I got the highest index possible.
I did too.
Just so
I
my
spent
lenses
like
could have been
extra money on the website.
I mean, these are still a little thick. I can feel them like on the outsides of the.
Yeah.
But, they're all right.
Yeah.
I look, yo.
The point is that I want a really nice pair of glasses.
Me too.
My insurance covers a little bit of it, so I think I'm gonna ball out, buy a pair. You look ridiculous.
I look cool, especially in the video, right, guys? Oh, by the way, I don't know how you guys feel about this, if it would matter or not in terms of quality, but I'm looking into new microphones.
What do we do with the ones we have now?
Oh, we could use it for guests.
True. Ooh, sorry, I just stepped on Gilmore's foot.
It's fine, dude. These are my work shoes. You can fucking do whatever you want to these.
Cool.
Choke them, call him a slut.
Slut? I mean that as a term of endearment. We don't slut shame on the From Earth podcast.
Yeah, not out here, dog.
We are pro slut.
Pro slut. If you want to suck cack, suck cack.
I want you to be a slut.
If you want to pass around your pissy, go ahead, pass it around.
Yeah, and if you're not a slut, then that's okay too.
That's okay too,
You're a virgin, that's fine.
That's fine.
Lots of people are virgins. Everybody's a virgin at some point in their life.
I was at one point a virgin, but then, I was turned 8 and my uncle said, hey, get over here. And I was like, what's up, deal?
So anyway, the
point is Bad Bunny and his girlfriend are cute.
Oh, I know. Fucking people are mean. She's a cutie. I don't even understand.
Yeah.
Maybe she wasn't.
She don't look like a basic bitch. Yeah.
She doesn't look like Kim or.
Yo, every girl looks the same nowadays. That shit gave me so fucking mad, bro.
Lip injections.
Y'all bitches got me tight. Y'all all got skinny noses and big lips. And
honestly, what a dream.
Y'all all look fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, guys, we look ridiculous.
Y'all all look the same. Change
Just
it
kidding,
up.
I look.
Please
awful.
Change it up.
Yeah, honestly.
Y'all trying to look like me and shit. Anyway. Yeah, Bad Bunny's girl cute as shit. And also, daylight savings fucked me up.
Daylight savings did fuck me up hard.
I was watching the fights Saturday night, and I remember it was 1:59. As soon as it was 1:59, I turned that shit off. I was gonna go upstairs to go to bed because it was late.
Yeah,
and I was trying to get my rest because I wasn't feeling so hot. So I went upstairs, and then it was 1:59 when I turned that off. I went upstairs, took a shower, all that shit, and then and I was like, man, I doesn't understand what's going on. So right, did all that, went into the closet, and I looked at my phone and it said 3:01 a.m. And I said,
I don't know.
And I said to myself, so nah. And then I looked at the time and I was like, what the fuck did I do for an hour? Am I tripping? Was I brushing my teeth for an hour? but I wasn't. It was daylight savings,
Hell yeah.
and I got that shit fucked me up hard.
I always wonder about all the people that are really stoned or high or even like on acid or something during daylight savings.
They're probably like, whoa.
Yeah, like, or maybe you just like smoked a lot. You're just like, oh my God, I must be like, that would trip me out.
I did
for like
nothing for 1 hour.
Actually, I'd probably immediately look up when is daylight savings.
Yeah, right.
And then I'd be like, oh, okay. Whew, thank God.
And it's annoying because now I gotta change the fucking like time on my watches and shit.
Yeah. It's weird because like even when it's like 1:59, when you look at 1:59, like, oh, it's only 1:59. I mean, it's really late, but like you're like, ah, it's 1:59.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a huge difference between like 1:59
and 3
and 3 a.m. Like all of a sudden it's like the middle of the night, witching hour, like you should have been asleep like 5 hours ago. But at 1:59, it's like, ah, it's about to be 2. Like it's fine. It doesn't feel, it's not,
yeah, right.
it's not that late. Like
it's late, but it's not like, fuck, I'm not gonna get sleep. I can still get a solid 7 hours and be all right.
But that 1 hour jump.
Dude, the next day, that day, I was so tired the entire day.
Me too.
Because we lost an hour of sleep. So typically, had I went to sleep at 2 a.m. and woke up at 9, I would have got 7 hours of sleep. But no, I only got 6 hours of sleep, and that 1 hour made a difference.
Yeah, I got to work all discombobulated.
Yeah, right.
Everybody was though. Yeah, and it was like, oh, I feel awful.
Yeah, because you're up an hour earlier than usual.
Yeah, it sucks. It takes a couple days to kind of get used to as well.
Yeah, true.
Today I got up mad early and I could not fall asleep.
Yeah, that was weird.
I was up at like 5 a.m.
It was also kind of hot in our
using the
room.
bathroom. Plus, like, so we went out the night before, last night.
And I got drunk.
I didn't get drunk.
You got drunk.
I had 4 drinks.
You got drunk.
And I didn't drink any water or eat any food until the last drink. And so I was a little...
And it was lit.
I was lit. I was definitely lit.
You were definitely lit.
And the next morning, I didn't wake up. I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to throw up. But I, like, woke up with a headache. Especially because I was drinking, like, very sugary drinks and not drinking water. So I woke up with a headache at 5 a.m. and I had the liquor shits.
Yo, the liquor shits, I've never had them, but I've heard of them.
Oh, they clean me out every time. I don't throw up anymore, but I do shit out everything in my body.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy.
How does that feel? Is it scary?
No, it's not scary. You just have to poop a couple times. But I woke up at 5 a.m. and I had to like take some Excedrin, chug some water, and then I could like go back to sleep. But like I just slept for like another hour and then woke up and was like, well, now I'm fucking awake. I feel like nowadays, like when I was younger and I was hungover, I used to sleep in forever.
Right.
But now I just lay in bed for those hours because I'm so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I can't sleep.
Yeah, I can't sleep either.
Yeah.
There's no way. I'm like, if I go to sleep, I'm going to wake up feeling worse.
Yeah.
So I have to stay up and drink this water and get this bread.
Exactly. Like I'm going to wake up feeling the same in a couple of hours. So I guess that's kind of like a maturity thing, maybe a little bit. You're just kind of like, I want to take care of this now rather than
later.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So I like get up. I'm like, all right, Excedrin, water. I would eat something, but the kitchen's so far away in the morning. Fuck that.
Fucking walk down 3 flights of steps. Yeah.
That's the one annoying thing about living here.
What?
We have a lot of space. It's really nice. But if I go downstairs and then I leave something upstairs or vice versa, it sucks. There's like 3 floors. I got to go all the way downstairs, like all the way upstairs.
That's why
it's not that bad.
That's why I'm using this laptop. Because mine is upstairs and I didn't feel like going upstairs to get it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to use this one, you know?
At least that's only 1 flight of stairs.
Yeah, true.
Imagine if we were all the way up there and we had to... Imagine if you leave something in the basement.
Nah, man, I'm never leaving anything in the basement.
Yeah, me either.
If you leave your phone in the basement, you are a psychopath. Before you leave any basement, you should make sure you have all of your belongings with you.
Yeah, true.
Only reason that something should stay down there, you got to go back down for it, is if you just couldn't fit it. If you couldn't carry it upstairs.
Oh, wait. There was a really funny TikTok about daylight savings.
What?
This guy was like, lasted an hour and 25 seconds. He's like dancing. And then he's like, thanks, daylight savings.
Wait, say it again. It's just like...
He's like dancing. He's like, I lasted an hour and 25 seconds last night.
Okay.
And then he's like, thanks, daylight savings.
An hour and 25 seconds.
Yeah.
Dude, my boy deserves a trophy.
Yeah, good for him, honestly. Proud
of you, dude.
You really did it.
Yeah, so Richie and Sarah coming in a little bit to give us coronavirus part 2.
What?
I kind of want Richie on a podcast soon, so maybe next time.
Yeah, Richie is a dear friend, technically brother-in-law, and What else? Talented musician.
Very talented. Has great music.
Singer, songwriter.
He's tall. Has a nice beard.
He's tall. He's got a nice beard. He wears really tight jeans.
Yep. Very tight jeans.
He's a great guy.
Great guy.
Great sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll definitely have him on the podcast.
Yeah, you guys definitely.
We should also have Sarah. I feel like she'd be pretty lit.
Yeah. We need to get, again, I gotta get these microphones.
Yeah, true.
So then
we have one more microphone, right?
We do, yeah. We have.
But we can't have like 5 people on the podcast. Is
we
that
can.
Thing
Yeah, I can. I just have to get like a splitter, and then.
What the hell is a splitter?
So
so you can plug more headphones into the.
More microphones in.
That's what. That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Use them.
We also should get like a round table.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like that would,
Definitely gonna switch up the whole table situation, just cause.
Situation.
I also want a bigger.
Sorry.
I want a bigger green screen. It's fine.
Yeah, well, I want a bigger bank account. But I don't.
You know I'm fucking hung. You were not about to say what I think you were gonna say.
No, I wasn't.
I'm hung as shit.
About bank account.
Dude, I'm hung as fuck, dude.
All right, nobody wants to hear about that.
It's fine though. At the end of the podcast, no one's listening. Bah.
Comment.
Hitler was wrong.
If you're still listening.
Comment what?
Comment. My pussy lips huge. If you're still listening.
If you're still listening right now, you better fucking smash that fucking like button. Make sure you buy the merch. 20% off. Yeah. Tell your mom and tell your fucking dad and your mom's dad. Because guys, we're here smashing that like button, just doing it up.
Selling like a God church.
Sound like a God church. You feel me? Buy the merch. It's just like awful fucking stupid hoodies with stupid phrases we say.
Oh, could you imagine if we had merch? That'd be so cool.
Dude, if we had merch, I'd do it apparel. I'd make it apparel. I'd make it like so fucking dope. I don't know if I could just print something on a hoodie. Like, I think that's kind of whack.
I don't think we should just print something on a hoodie, but I don't think we should go full. I don't know.
You know who does it right? I'm going to say his first and last time. Actually, not the first time, but it's probably the last time you hear me say this. Jay and Trey make amazing fucking... They do this thing called repurposed. So they buy like thrifted vintage clothes and just rebrand it. It looks so fucking cool. They do a lot of dope shit like that. So check them out. There,
steal that idea.
Their hoodie's dope. I want to buy their hoodie, but it's expensive. It's like 110 CAD, which is, I mean, it's like $80, but then plus the shipping and handling is like another $10, I think, or $20. So like $100 for a hoodie. Don't know. I don't know. Point is,
spent $100 on a hoodie before.
Yeah, I think the most expensive hoodie I've ever bought was maybe a Supreme hoodie, but I sold that shit.
How much did you buy it for?
They got it for 160.
Damn.
Yeah, those shits be running some money.
That's crazy.
Anyways, guys, it's been another episode from our podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for checking it out. Tell your mom about it, tell your dad about it, tell your sister about it. You can find me at Gilmar.Tobar on Instagram.
And you can find me at Anna Can't Cook and my cats at Piper Plus Willow.
And you can find the podcast also on Instagram at From Earth Podcast. And we have a Patreon. Make sure you guys check out the Patreon.
Check out the Patreon. I'll write a whole song and sing it.
Yeah.
If you.
Also, last thing I wanted to say, I want to make this From Earth Podcast YouTube channel like From Earth. Just leave it From Earth. Because I also want to start posting like videos that you and I do.
Oh,
yeah.
That'd be cool.
So I also want to make it a complete YouTube channel and then a podcast as well.
That would be very cool. I think that's a great idea. And watch out for that, y'all.
Yeah.
Coming soon, dog.
So
coming soon.
Love y'all. Take care. My Eagles shirt's gonna be all fucked. This is gonna be a weird video episode. So
yeah, and my hair looks bad, so don't.
Oh, by the way, I'm getting my fucking teeth pulled out tomorrow. So
yeah.
If shit's a little wonky, it's because I'm in pain.
Yeah.
So.
Because Gilmar's on perks. Just kidding. He's not allowed to take perks.
I'm on perk 30s. Anyways, love y'all. Take care and suck a dick.
Watch out for the coronavirus.
Keep your shit clean.